Hi everyone, welcome back to All for Overland and another episode of Overland Garage. And like I said in the last episode, we've got the chassis in the workshop, but it's not been shot blasted. And there's a reason why it's not been shot blasted is I changed my mind. You know, everything's subject to change around here. What I was thinking was that after I finished filming the last episode, I started looking at this, I pressure washed it all off. And I thought, well, I know it's going to need shot blasting, but do I want to do it now before the welding or after the welding? And then I looked at the parts that I've got. Now the new spring cups, which aren't here yet, have come painted. So I'm going to have to weld them on to this chassis before it goes off to be shot blasted. Same with the rear cross member we're putting on, that's painted too. And, excuse me, there's no point sending this to be shot blasted just to have to send it back again to have those bits re-shot blasted before it goes for galving. So we're going to do the work on this absolutely minging chassis, which won't be too bad. I'm going to start by cutting some of these bits off that we don't need. Like I said in the last episode, we don't need these body mounts. These cups are being changed, these spring cups or spring tops, whatever you want to call them. And we might as well do the repairs. So let's get the plasma cutter out, start cutting. You, my son, are getting cut up. So the first job, like I said, I'm going to cut these mounts off. This is the bumper mount, that's the body mount. They can all go. If I've got an earth on the plasma cutter, change my brightness. No going back now, this ain't being welded back on, you know. These are my plasma cutting glasses. It's great being old and blind. But yeah guys, there's going to be a lot of cutting on this, so I'm going to carry on with this. I'll bring you back when I've got all the bits cut out and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Because this is going to take me another hour, so, well, at least another 40-45 minutes. At least 2 coffee breaks. Probably go for a piss. Yeah, hour and a half. So I'll bring you back when I've got some more cutting done. Just come here guys. How many twigs there are in the chassis? It's absolutely just full of twigs. The things that live inside your chassis. Right. So I've cut those mounts off for the back bumper, for a disco obviously. They'll get ground up in a bit, tidy that up. Those mounts, like I said before, we don't need. This piece is where your rear tow bar bolts onto a disco chassis. Don't need that. My disco isn't quite a disco, with it being a trayback. So, hang on. I'm going to take this front edge, I'm going to plasma cut this off and weld that back into place, just to close this box up, because it's not particularly strong like that. But just close it up, make it a piece of box section again, and that's where your fuel tank bolts. So we'll save that. Now on the other truck was cut out exactly the same as this, but we had the winch tray. Because we're not having the winch tray, .110 rear cross member guys. That's what's going on here. Well, 110, 90, it's just a 300 TDI cross member. It ain't light. Let's put that there. This is why we decided to do the welding before it went for shot blasting. So I've got to cut these off, grind this up, because obviously we haven't got the body. So they can come off. But that's going to tidy this back of the chassis up and make it look proper. And everyone will be really confused thinking, is it a Defender? Is it a Disco? They won't know. So yeah, that's tomorrow's job. That's getting welded on. So yeah, there you go. That's the back coming together nicely. So basically, give a man a plasma cutter, he'll ruin a perfectly good chassis and turn it into something else. I think this is going to be a fun build, guys. And I haven't shown it. As we work down this, it's going to get better and better, because you're going to go, why? Really? Why? So it's going to be fun. So I'm going to crack on with this. I'm going to get this dressed up. I won't have the camera running while I'm dressing it up, because all you can bloody hear is the grinder and see sparks. So I'm going to get this dressed up, that cut off, and get this all ready for welding. And then I'm going to cut some more bits off. I'm going to cut those body mounts off, mark the spring centres, ready for the new spring cups, because they're not here. So I'm going to do as much as I can, and it's getting late in the day. We didn't start till after dinner today, because joy of joys, chuffing raining just for a change. Should have gone camping tonight, but I'm not going camping in the rain. I'll screw that for a game of soldiers. Yeah, so right, I better get some work done. quick look at this after 4 hours of grinding, cutting and mainly burning myself. So I've got some of the mounts off, still got that one to come off. Just turn the ISO up for you so you can see a bit better. There you go, guys. Yes, like I was saying, that one's gone. Oh, the seatbelt mounts are gone. They're gone from the inside. The little body support bits, I actually don't know what they do. I think they, oh no, they support the floor, don't they? So I've managed to burn through there with a plasma cutter, so I'll have to weld them holes up. So there you go. That is what it's going to look like with a rear cross member on. My battery's about to go. If I disappear, guys, tomorrow will be another day. Morning, guys. Ooh, what a morning. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, drinking coffee and thinking. Actually, I cooked tea at 5 o'clock this morning, so Karen didn't have to do it later. But yeah, so this is my 9th cup of coffee, so I'm buzzing now. I'm not really, it's not had any effect yet. But anyway, carrying on from yesterday, as you saw, I put the cross member on. I've got to get the chassis level. It's, hang on, it's a magnetic level. It's level that way, so like pitch and roll. It's level, so the floor in this workshop is level that way, but it slopes backwards, so any water that gets in here runs out through the door. So the chassis is actually running downhill, and that's not good for when I'm putting things back together. Now I need to make a jig. Now the jig is for, yeah, you can just about see where my hand is, for the body mounts, because I'm cutting this rear body mount off. It'll come clear, honestly, it will come clear as I'm building this. Probably not in this episode, but definitely in the next. Yeah, so I need to make a jig so that I can put them back in exactly the same place. The front one's going to be my datum point, because that's not being moved. So I need to make, like I say, a jig up. They're actually really level because let me use this as a what's it. If that's your first body mount, your second body mount, set distance apart, but they're dead level, so the body sits square. So making a jig up's dead easy as long as everything's level. So I need the body, the chassis, not to slope backwards. Same with the spring cups. If you think about a spring cup, let me change the camera angle for you so you can see this. Right, there you go. Like the body mounts, now I don't know if I'm in shot. I moved the camera, I didn't move my monitor. Yeah, the body mounts are level, so level along the chassis for the body to sit on. The tops of the spring cups also are all level, so if you make, even though they don't sit at the same heights in the chassis, the front one sits much higher than the rear one, but the actual point between the two is level, because you want all your springs to sit level too. So making it all up's dead easy, so if it's right that way and it's level that way, they are correct. You know, the plus or minus 1/4 of an inch, it doesn't really matter with the chassis, everything's sort of soaked up in it, so as long as they're within the ballpark, within 2 or 3 mil, you're more accurate than what the factory was when they built them, trust me. So yeah, these need to be level that way and level that way, and you can use your front ones as datum point, because if you can put a level between the two bits and get this one level with that one, it's all level. Which is one thing you can't do when if you have to change one of these or change a couple of these on the car, it's really difficult to get them level because you can't get a level between the 2 points, if you know what I mean. So this is actually a much easier way of doing it. So let me just move that round. There you go. So if that point, if you put a level between those two bits and it's level that way, it's all level, it's right, it's good. So that's what I'm going to do for quite a while, because I need to lift the back up, you know, that much. That's how much out of level the floor is in here, because like I said, it's got a slope on it towards the door. So I need to level all this up. And then that will make this jig up for the body mounts. And like I say, it will come clear. Honest. Right, I've got this level now. Pretty close, within 2 or 3 mil. It's probably about 3 mil in the horizontal, which for the moment, fine. So I'm now going to cut this frame, frame jig, whatever you want to call it, for the body mounts. And like I said, it won't be in this episode, it'll be in the next episode. You'll see why I need a frame for the body mounts. But yeah, I'm going to start cutting these. I just need to make 2 duplicate ones. I could use one and flip it between sides, but I've got enough metal to make 2. So yeah, get this cut. Just see if this chucks the blade off, because it's been doing that for the last couple of days. I think it needs a new blade. Now we're good. Leave that to do its thing. Come on. Winner. That's my first part of the jig. I've had parts delivered. Spring cups have arrived. These are some all makes ones. Ooh, made in China. What a shock. But if you want the part number is STC8690. That's 110 rear spring mounts. It actually says outrigger on this. I don't know if you can see that. Will it focus? Yeah. Outrigger. It's not an outrigger, it's a spring mount. Definitely a spring mount or spring cup. That's an outrigger. What holds the body on. I would not say they were outriggers. But there you go. Anyway, we've got them. So next job, weld them on. I'm going to mark the centre of this one that's on, so measure from there to there, find the centre, grind a line in the chassis for the centre, do the same on this, measure it, mark the centre, and I can offer it up, line it up, and that one with the centre, because obviously they're different size, but they'll be centred. That's all I want, is for them to be centred. So yeah, it's a considerably wider spring cup. And that's it. So grinder, tape measure, welder, cutting, burning yourself. I got carried away. I was doing some measuring and I cut some steel and I welded this back section in. There's some horrible porosity in the weld there as well. It's because it was plasma cut. It picks up the crap from the plasma cutter, but it's going to be fine. It's in. I might actually just run another bead of weld over the top of that. Yeah, but it should be good. Yeah, be fine. Be fine once it's galvaned. No one will ever see it. But yeah, I've closed that up and I've got the tops of the spring cups measured. There you are. Tops of the spring cups are measured, and these ones are measured too. So I've got centre to centre. Literally, like I said before, cut these off, line these ones back up with the centre line, make sure they're level with the rest of the frame, weld them back on. I'm slowly going to make my way through this, I think, now. God, it's gone from chucking it down to absolutely boiling today. So I think we could calls for beer. Oh, give up on the coffee. Start on the beer. You know, stay there, beer. Now, what I think I'm going to do now is carry on cutting this, get some more welding done. I'll bring you back once I've got some either bits cut off or welded. Or maybe I might just drink more beer. No, I need to get this done. We've got a bit of a deadline on this. I want this truck ready for the Overland show, and it's not that far away. It's a lot of work and a lot of effort, but I think it'll be worth it. And I want to put out a big thanks to Mark at Mid Wales 4x4 for helping, because once I've got all this done, all this is going down to his workshop, and we're going to do the body swap down there. But yeah, I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm going to get these cut off, and like I say, keep working my way forwards. You're going to run out of chain. That's the wrong side of that. Don't stand on a piece of wood behind you, it's got nails in.
Okay, it's stuck now.
It's okay, just let it rest there.
Stuck.
I told you. Dangerous. It was resting on that tyre. It's right, chain. Come this end.
Out!
It's wedged on this corner. If you can lift that corner. Right, need to get this chain off. You're going to have to lift it from here. So I can get the chain off. Yep, we're both on. Oh, my set square's been killed. Ow. And I worked that out. I didn't think your feet were that hard. Right, can you come here?
Just straighten out. This side.
What's it resting on?
It's a bracket here.
Alright. Perfect fit.
What are you doing there?
He's been there all the time.
Oh,
Teddy! Come here! Oh! What's up, Ted? God, Ted, no one died. Oh. Okay, get out.
yeah, dirty. Where's your racket? Go find.
Oh, I'll clean up in here.
Go find.
I didn't realise that was sitting on that tie. That's what caused it to want to kill us both. Rear cross members on, guys. There you go. And trust me, it ain't never coming off again. They not too worried about the welds, how they look. It's going for shot blasting, so that'll smooth out all the welds that are on there, but they are solid. It's plug welded, it's had everything done to it, so this chassis has now got a rear cross member. I've got these bits to cut off, obviously. But I found a bit more repair work to do on the underside. Found another hole there I didn't know was here, because it was the other way up, so I couldn't see it. But it's not a bad place, that. It's an easy repair, especially now it's upside down. Ted's here inspecting. Land Rover Ted's there. What do you think, Ted? Yeah, that's what he thought. Hello, Ted. Yeah, I've just got a load more welding. Let me turn this camera around. Yeah, like I was just saying, I've got a load more welding to do. It's all small stuff, but it just takes forever. So like I said, I've just found that repair I've got to do. I've got a repair on... all the repairs seem to be on one side, which is kind of weird. This side, which would be... hang on, let's flip this over. Driver's side, fine. There's 2 repairs to do on the passenger side and a very, very tiny one on the driver's side. But that's probably going to take me another couple of days. So what I'm going to do is wrap this video up here, guys, and because it's just more welding. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up here. And in the next episode, we're going to be doing what I can't show you in this video. You'll have to come back to the next video to see what I'm doing. Hello, Ted. And that's what the jig's for. And we're going to be cutting the tub off the back of the disco. So the tray's got to be cut off. So the canopy's got to come off. The roof tent's got to come off. The tray's got to be cut off from the chassis because I need the measurements for everything to go onto this chassis. And it'll all come clear. So if you've enjoyed it so far, guys, give me that thumbs up. And I will see you on the next one.